Hey, Editing Kai here. So a lot of the footage in this video didn't come out the way I needed it to. Still trying to learn this new camera that I've got. If you notice, sometimes it follows me and sometimes it doesn't, depending on where my face is in the frame. So there's certain exercises that are performed somewhat off camera or at bad angles. So I apologize for that. Also, this wasn't that great of a workout, and that's okay. I wanted to make sure that people see that I'm not just trying to give you all the highlight reels. I'm trying to show you where I'm at, raw, and where I'm going, and let you see the process. You're not always gonna see me performing, impressive feats. You're gonna see me failing. And I think I want people to see that, because a lot of times when people see influencers doing things, they don't get to see, the failures leading up to the moments that are the highlights. And it gives people a false impression of what training is, especially in the calisthenics world. So I just wanted to put this in here for context. And yeah, I appreciate any and all support. I hope you still find the video useful. Happy New Year and peace. Finally, at long last, we're at the park workout, which I've been wanting to get done forever. But, Florida finally decided to put on its nice clothes and come to the party today. So people are out here enjoying the beautiful weather and, ignoring the fact that they can't afford to live here anymore. But today I think I'm going to do some planche training, planche to handstand presses and handstand push-ups using a band. I got to get used to being in that position again. The planche position, I got to practice it more so that I can transition into my handstands in a more efficient way. Kipping into it, especially on high parallettes, can be iffy sometimes. Don't do any of this at home. I'm an expert. Or I'm not an expert. In any case, gonna try another set of planche to handstand using some assistance and go from there. I'm going to focus on scapular protraction, which means my shoulders are going to be somewhat rounded, which is going to be a little bit different than what most people are used to hearing with exercises. They're always talking about keeping your shoulders down and back, but here you want to keep your shoulders down and forward. Have more of a hollow body position. And ideally, I'll keep my arms straight as I execute the lift. And that will allow me to raise into my handstand. Here we go. Not the cleanest, but not bad. Try again. Main thing I need to work on is just keeping my back, my core more neutral. Arching my back is in the lift because I'm using less of my shoulders and more of my chest in the press, and that's something I gotta fix over time. I'm a little heavier right now than I want to be, so that's partly why it's harder for me to execute something like this on the standard that I like to. But that's why this whole fitness thing is fun. You just focus on the process. All right, let's try again. All right. Make sure I'm under the anchor point.
Good morning and attention, please. The bridge is preparing to open.
All right. This time I'm just gonna keep it to a tuck variation as I lift. Much easier than the straddle. My straddle is really ugly right now, so I gotta find a variation I could execute with the best form. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do with this set, or at least attempt. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, lost balance on the negative there. Try one more time. All right, attempt number 2, tuck variation. Try to focus on keeping my arms straight as I press up. Focus on getting the negative this time. Feels awkward. Coming down on the band kind of messed things up. I initially wanted to come down intuitively with a planche. With my legs apart. And I transitioned at the last moment, so yeah, that's what that was. All right, gonna try some handstand push-ups next. All right, assisted handstand push-up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck into it, and then when I'm at the top, I'm going to straddle. So I'm gonna be doing straddle handstand push-ups in that position. See how this goes? Wasted a lot of energy just getting in the position. Try again. All right. Another attempt at handstand push-ups with assistance. See if I can get into the position more efficiently this time so I can actually spend more energy doing the push-ups. I'm pretty sure we don't even know we are in the room. Better. Much better. All right, let's try again. This time I'm gonna focus on the lean forward in my handstand push-up. A lot of people think that a handstand push-up is really just straight up and down, but really there's a There's a lean forward that's necessary for proper leverage. I mean, you can do them straight up and down, but that's not the ideal. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get that lean forward, get at least 2 this time if I don't waste energy getting into position again, and see how this goes. All right. Whew. That first one was good, but I lost my balance. Try again. All right. Didn't get to rest as much as I wanted to because I gotta work, but I'm gonna try one more time before I take a break. All right. Here goes something. That's what you came out here to do? Don't make me put that back in the car. Here, I'm just going to focus on doing some planche, tuck holds, trying to get my knee into my chest as much as I can, and lean forward as far as I can, onto my shoulders, while keeping my arms as straight as I possibly can. Scapular protraction. About 10 seconds. Do a few more sets, and we're good. All right, try again. This time I'm gonna focus more on keeping my hips in alignment with my shoulders, not letting them droop at all. Super important, especially when you're trying to press into a handstand. Nice. One more set. All right, one more set. And then after this, I'm gonna do some tuck planche push-ups. All right. That was definitely my best set. Felt stable that time. All right. Planche push-ups, tucked. Same deal, just a dynamic variation, a hypertrophic variation. The holds are a great isometric. Good for building joint strength. But if you're trying to build muscle in your shoulders, you need to do something more dynamic. And this also helps with getting the hold as well. Whew. All right. Skipped a few sets because my camera's dying. Gonna make this my last one. Starting to get back on track with this a little bit. Next time I want to be able to use a lighter band on all of these movements. And that's it for those. All right. See if I can get a good set of handstand push-ups on here. So not used to doing those with my feet spread apart. All right, let's try again. All right. We're gonna finish things up with some pike push-ups because that's really all my shoulders have the energy for at this point. I came into this game with my shoulders already wrecked from all the jumping rope I did yesterday, so it probably wasn't smart for me to do a shoulder workout essentially today, but I really had my mind set on it. But, you know, live and learn, live to fight another day. It is what it is. All right, I'm just gonna finish this up with some pike push-ups. Shoulders are a bit gassed, and this exercise is a bit easier on parallettes, but it's a good finisher for, you know, what I was looking to accomplish today. But if you haven't tried pike push-ups, they're one of the best shoulder exercises, period, and a great way to learn how to do a handstand push-up if that's your goal. But even if that's not your goal, I think everybody should have pike push-ups in their repertoire. All right. I'm doing them on parallettes, but you could do this with your palms on the ground, feet together. We're using retraction this time. Nice and deep. Focus on the range of motion. Ab cramp. I'm definitely deprived of water. I haven't had a sip in hours. No bueno. All right. So the park workout is done. Mostly did shoulders. I mean, that's pretty much all I did. Well, I mean, planche is, involves a lot of muscle groups, but it's primarily a shoulder bicep exercise. Mostly focused on the skill aspects of it. Didn't do too much hypertrophic training. Just did what I could. I had another crappy night of sleep last night. Well, fundamentally, I haven't gone to sleep yet. You know, I might have gotten an hour maybe. So I essentially did what I could, you know. I mean, I could use a rest day anyway. I mean, I work out most days, but you know, maybe I'll feel re-energized after taking a quick nap, and then later on I can get some jump rope in or something, because I didn't even really do that. I think I did like 3 minutes or so, just to get my blood warm, because it was relatively cold at the park, and then I kind of just went right into it. But yeah, planche training is really fun, and it's one of those goals that I want to have for 2024, is to be able to at least hold an advanced tuck planche or straddle planche. Planche is pretty much it's the top tier, hardest exercise in calisthenics. Most people that achieve planche, it's like they've trained nothing but planche for months, years on end, you know? They make it a primary sole focus to get. It's very difficult. It's basic for a gymnast, but for somebody that just does calisthenics as a form of working out, it's very advanced. But in and of itself, it's an amazing exercise. And the variations within, the planche push-ups, planche holds, great for your shoulders and biceps. You just have to be careful when you train the exercise. You don't want to go too advanced too quickly, because it requires a lot of joint strength. And a lot of people injure themselves training planche because they try to do the advanced variations way too soon. So don't be one of those people if you decide to start training that movement. But yeah, you know, with a combination of dropping in a few pounds and starting to focus on it again, I think I can get a good straddle planche by sometime in 2024. I was getting there early in the year before I injured my shoulder. Incidentally, after I injured my shoulders, when I started putting back on weight, because keeping my weight low, it wasn't nearly as much of a priority for me. But now I'm going to be more motivated to keep my weight lower. The word of the day today is verdutzt. My camera's about to die. That's why I didn't record the rest of my pike push-ups. But verdutzt means bewildered or confused. I think it's German. F-E-R-D-U-T-Z. I'm butchering this. The spelling will be in the video because my camera's about to die. But you know, I hope you enjoyed some of the footage. I hope you learned something. Happy New Year, everybody. Good luck in 2024. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Much love. Peace.